Get in here, best friends, because I'm going to teach you 7 rules for self-love. These are rules, or I should really say habits, where if you apply them to your life on a daily basis, what I can tell you right now is that you're going to be more confident, you're going to boost your self-esteem, and most importantly, you're going to boost your level of self-love so high. Your vibration is going to be just so beautiful and so high that you're going to attract into your life better relationships, you're going to attract into your life better opportunities, but more than anything else, you will be able to walk through your life feeling happier and feeling more whole, feeling the beauty of what you truly are deep down inside, because I truly do believe that you are inherently beautiful, but you won't see that full beauty until you learn to walk within self-love. Now, before I go into these rules, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on your notifications, because I'm always putting out new videos that are all designed to help you live your best life. Let's go ahead into rule number 1. Only, I repeat, only give your time to people who value you. That means that if someone shows you that they don't value who you are and who you bring to the table, if they show you that they take your presence for granted, then allow them to appreciate the beauty of your absence, okay? When I tell you to only give your time to people who value you, what I'm telling you is that your time is valuable, but more than anything else, your energy is too valuable to be given to anyone who's shown you that they don't value you. So pay attention to the people around you. Take inventory of the relationships that you're already in. Ask yourself, who are the people in my life, and do I feel like they value me? Do I feel like when I pour into them that they pour back into me at the same level or greater? If the answer is no, then what I'm telling you to do is that you need to change your relationship with that person. I'm not saying you need to cut them off, but what I am saying is you can choose to give them less of your energy so you can match what they're giving you. Only, I repeat, only give your time and energy to people who value you. Here's what you have to recognize. How we choose to distribute our time and energy, where we choose to focus that at, is a direct reflection of how we view and value ourselves. So if you're trying to increase your level of self-love, if you're trying to increase your self-esteem, then you've got to make a conscious choice that I am no longer going to give my time and energy to people who are clearly showing me that they take me for granted, that they don't value me, that they don't see my full beauty and what I bring to the table, and choose to instead give that same energy to the people who are showing you that they value you. When you do that, what you're doing is you're communicating to your mind that this is what I deserve and I will not accept anything less than this. Rule number 2, know that you are enough, baby. I'm going to tell you this. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what scars you still got, emotionally or otherwise. I don't care what happened yesterday. You are enough. You are sufficient. You are worthy because you have breath in your body. It doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. It doesn't matter what your weight is. It doesn't matter what your height is. It doesn't matter what your physical handicaps or abilities are. It doesn't matter. You are enough. And until you can recognize that, you are going to continue to emit an energy out into the world that is going to attract people into your life who are going to treat you like you are less than enough. Here's the thing. People will always treat you at the level and at the vibration of how you view and value yourself. So when you can recognize that you are enough, that increases your level of self-love. And through increasing your level of self-love, that's going to change how you interact with the world, but most importantly, it's going to change how you interact with yourself. This is key for learning to love yourself more. Rule number 3, you got to change your self-talk. And when I talk about your self-talk, what I'm talking about is how you talk to yourself about yourself. Stop saying, I'm a mistake. Stop saying, I can't do this. Stop saying, I'm not good enough. Stop saying all these things that hold you back and hold you down. Here's how I want you to think about it. It's a little trick that I do, okay? I want you to think about your child. If you don't have a child, think about someone that you love a lot. Someone who you know that you just want the best for them. Then what I want you to picture is how would you want them to be spoken to if you wanted them to feel encouraged and feel empowered. That's how I want you to talk to yourself. Some of y'all talk so terrible to yourself that if someone had a loudspeaker coming out of your ears so they could hear what was happening in your mind, they'd be like, damn, you talking to yourself like you talking to your worst enemy. You rip yourself apart. You're hypercritical of yourself. You literally tear yourself down, and then you wonder why is it you struggle with loving yourself. You wonder why is your self-esteem so low. If you want to practice self-love, what you have to do is practice the power of I am. Using statements like, I am worthy. I am good enough. I am deserving of love. I am beautiful. I am living within my dream body. I am living within my dream life. You use the power of I am to say anything that you are desiring to have happen in your life. Even if that's not happening right now, by saying I am, I really do believe that you are activating God, the universe, however you want to view it. I believe that you are activating that thing to bring that into your life. So when you can replace I am statements with negative self-talk, off, you literally change the molecular structure of your mind to only focus on your strengths and focus on what you are rather than focusing on what you are not. Rule number 4, let go of shame and regret about your past. Listen to me when I tell you this. Your past is a figment of your imagination. There's nothing that you can change about your past by living in regret about your past today, honey. Your present is the only thing you have control over. And when you choose to live within regret and shame about your past, you are robbing yourself of the opportunity to see the beauty of what's happening and what's possible in your life today. You can become anything that you desire to become. You can have anything that you desire to have, but you will never have that as long as you're making your past your focus. So when you want to raise your level of self-love and raise your self-esteem, one of the most critical steps that you can ever take is to say, I forgive myself for my past. I recognize that at that time I did the best that I could with what I knew at that time. So when you want to experience real self-love, you gotta let go of your past. And that starts with forgiving yourself for your past and choosing to let go of that regret, baby. You can't change nothing about your past. Here's what I would say to do, because I know some of y'all are saying, how do I let go of my past? It's an exercise that I used to do all the time. I get a pen and a paper out. Literally, I get a pen and a paper out, and I write down each thing that I am ashamed of about my past. Each thing, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna write that out on that sheet of paper. And then beside that thing, each of those things that I'm ashamed of about my past, I write a lesson that I gained from that experience. I write something that I got out of it. Here's what that does. It retrains your mind to be able to see whatever you've been through and whatever happened as a lesson, as something that built you for who you are today. Will it change what happened in the past? No. Will it make you like what happened in the past anymore? Maybe not. But what it will do is it will help you to be able to identify what is the lessons that I gained from that past experience, because it is the lessons and the wisdom that are within your life today that truly make you beautiful. Rule number 5, you gotta focus on your strengths, baby. You gotta focus on what you do well. In fact, you gotta have almost tunnel vision where you are only focused on what you do well. I'm not one of these people who believes that you should be investing a ton of energy into identifying your weaknesses and trying to figure out how you can improve those areas. Why would you do that when you have so many strengths that are waiting for you to acknowledge them, and not just acknowledge them, but cultivate them and build those up? You have got strengths that are already within you. You have got things about you that you naturally do well, things that you already bring to the table. What if you invested 90% of your energy into those areas and cultivating them and refining them so you can be the best you can be at that? Your strengths were given to you for a reason. They were given to you because those are the things that make you great, that make you special, that make you you. So when you choose to focus only on your strengths, it will literally build you up and build up your level of self-love, because you will be able to look at yourself and see the beauty in all the great things that you have, rather than focusing on the things that you are not. Rule number 6, you gotta let go of toxic relationships. There is nothing more poisonous to your level of self-love than investing in people who are toxic to you. I'm talking about those people who rip you apart. I'm talking about those people who make you feel terrible. I'm talking about those people where literally they do not bring light to your life. They only bring clouds and darkness. You gotta let go of those relationships, baby. And sometimes it's even family. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The only people that you need to invest energy into are the people who bring you light, who bring you love, and who uplift you, because that's what you're bringing to those people. You do not owe anyone your presence in their life. Hear me when I say this. If someone is showing you that they are toxic and that they do not add value to your life, then it is an act of self-abuse against yourself to continue to invest your energy into trying to build a relationship with them. Let them go. Trust me when I tell you this. When you let them go, yes, it will hurt, but you will be freeing up space within your life so that it can be filled with other people who are actually healthy for you, people who actually want to pour positivity onto you rather than people who want to bring negativity and toxicity into your life. Rule number 7 for self-love, you got to take care of your body, baby. There have been countless studies done that show that people who take care of their body generally have a higher level of self-esteem. Now, of course, there's a scientific component of this, because when we exercise and we do those types of things, we are releasing chemicals within our body that are almost like happy drugs. They make us feel good. But also beyond that, when we take care of our bodies, I'm not talking about you gotta be the skinniest person on earth or that you gotta look like some Instagram model. I'm just talking about being the best you that you can be. When you are operating just being the best you that you can be in terms of how you take care of your body, you emit more confidence and more self-love towards yourself, because when you look in the mirror, you like what you see, because you know that you're doing something good for yourself. You're more likely to feel comfortable walking up to people and starting conversations. You're more comfortable putting yourself in situations where you're presenting to people, which in some cases is what you're going to need to do in order to get that kind of career that you may want for yourself. You're more comfortable putting yourself out there from a dating and a relationship perspective because you know that what you're presenting is the best version of you possible. So that's why it is so critical that you take care of your body to the best of your own ability if you are trying to experience more self-love, because how you treat your body directly contributes to how you feel and value yourself. If this topic was helpful to you, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and click that like button, hit that share button, and make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to turn your notifications so you can see my future videos. Now, I'm known to give away money every now and again, and what I do is I go through my comments, I look for the people who are already subscribed to my channel and people who are lighting up my notifications across my social media platforms. So that's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, wherever I'm at. You can follow me at MJ Harris Speaks. That's MJ Harris Speaks. And make sure that when you comment, include your Cash App, because when I'm looking for someone to give away money to, I just go right to Cash App, boop, 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 and send it right there, okay? So anyway, best friends, I love you to death, and feel free to comment below with any other topics that you'd like me to cover. Bye.